Hello. It's me. So,
Hi. Hello, Sadie man.
hi, family.
What is this you're playing? Does it have a name?
Yes. Some may call it a Kusage. It's Touhou 2 Wonderland.
Right.
Oh, why is it doing this?
It's alright, yeah. Yeah, it lagged there. It's coughing a little bit when you...
I think we're good now.
This is Touhou 2 SoEW Story of Eastern Wonderland, tied for the first Touhou game and the first Danmaku entry in the series. Hooray! Surely this is a great game, right?
Yeah. So, what I'm doing right now is some lunatic survival. I'm gonna do an LNB of all 3 shots in the game, back to back to back.
Yeah, very impressive. We have 3 shots here. Now, which one did you actually... No, this is Rainbow 8, right? With the...
Okay,
interesting.
It's the first one. I can reset.
Yeah. No worry, false start. The song's so peak, you get to hear it slightly more than. The whole OST begins here for me. Come on, George. It's not as if HRTP has a bad soundtrack. It has a lot of bangers too. It has the song that is totally not Raideen from the band Yellow Magic Orchestra. Anyway, yes. SoEW 3 shot types. Very much unlike the future of the series, the shots here affect your speed. Rainbow A is the fastest, Rainbow C is the slowest, Rainbow B is somewhere in between. Rainbow A is wide, Rainbow B is homing, and Rainbow C is powerful. This is more or less the gimmick here. Of course, another gimmick here is that in theory, there aren't any gimmicks to this game. In practice, this is a very strangely programmed game with a lot of quirks, so we'll see a lot of strange things here, especially around power collection, because the bullets they shoot out of your character in strange patterns, and they're completely different patterns for every tier of power. So because of this, and because of the way the damage formula works, sometimes some of the characters actually deal more damage without full power, which is a sign of a very good game, of course.
Yes.
What all good shmups do. Of course, this is one of the longest stage ones in the entire series. It is about 2.5 minutes long, so it does give me time to introduce myself. Hello, everyone. I've been commentating here throughout the day, but hello, this is me. I am Family Team. I am a TRS commentator. I also commentate for DRT, which is a similar program to TRS, but for Brazilian viewers. I've been playing Touhou since 2012, but I've known it for even longer, since about 2009. So you can say I've been around. I've kind of been around the block a little bit, seeing many generations of players, many generations of memes as well. And of course, nowadays, I am the creator and head director of the Retro Touhou Festival, a competitive event that features specifically the PC98 Touhou games. It happens every September, and this year we're on our 3rd edition. Satyman here has been a good friend and player, participated in RTF last year. Very solid results, and of course has been pushing the PC98 meta forward ever since he hopped on board. So you guys should check it out.
Yup.
And here we have Rika. She's a funny little girl who drives a funny little flower tank, and she doesn't have a hitbox, so you can just hug her and
yep, she's gone.
The stream goes black. And the stream goes black. Oh, I lost.
Okay,
yeah, we had to censor that. It was too violent.
So true.
It was just too violent seeing Rika blow up. Don't worry too much about Rika. I'm sure she won't show up later. Yeah. Another one of the biggest features of SoEW, which is shared with HRTP, funnily enough, is that most enemies, well, every single enemy in the game actually shoots out revenge bullets when you shoot him down, as you can see right now. He actually pacifisted the second half of stage 1 due to this. And of course, normally you would think, oh my god, but I'm losing out on power. But like I said, actually you don't necessarily want full power in this game. Rainbow 8 is actually at her most powerful in here with the green meter, as you can see right there. Yeah. But I mean, power-related jank is not that uncommon even on Windows, but it's at its maximum right here. Oh, he's showing a funny little safe spot, but these are supposed to home in on you, but I guess that's a big blind spot. We generally just shoot her down immediately before she fires a single bullet, but so you know.
Yeah, but for this, I'm doing some rank manip here. If you know a little bit about like survival in PC98, rank manip is like a huge part of SoEW and LLS. Basically, my goal is to stay below 1 million points before the second boss, and that'll make her a little bit easier.
That's interesting. We, ever since the beginning of RTF with RTF 2024, we have advanced the meta of PC98 miles ahead of what it used to be. We found out a lot about the games. There used to be like about, if I recall correctly, 11 PC98 LNNs total. And just for reference, in the month that RTF 25 took place, we got 15 entire LNNs for PC98 just that month. That's the extent of the development that we have been able to do. Of course, some of the things we found out, just like, you know, the power of the janky power system in these older games, especially SoEW, we found out a lot about rank, for example. Rank manip for SoEW and LLS. So, how does rank work in this game then? Because it used to be thought that there was no way to manipulate it. So what did we find out?
Yeah, so basically, all that matters for this boss fight is that once you get a score extend, it goes up by like 4 points, which makes the bullets go almost too fast to react to.
Oh.
But yeah, that was pretty manageable.
Oh my god. Of course, there's another relevant mechanic that yeah, there we go. We have defeated homophobia. Ah!
That was fairly
yay.
close.
And we have censored
it DC'd again. Bruh.
Okay, but yeah, a very relevant mechanic that was more relevant right now. Sadie, are you mashing?
No, I'm using my auto fire.
Yeah. So SoEW has an intentional mechanic. Intentional, by the way. It's actually, for some reason, it's an actual feature that Zune intended. When you hold down the fire button, you fire. That is, of course, not to be unexpected if you ever played the shoot 'em up. Of course, but SoEW is different. SoEW is intentionally programmed so every single time you press the fire button, you fire a new volley. Logically speaking, if you mash as fast as possible, you get far more DPS. This is not a healthy meta to promote on an already unpopular game. So what have we done? We have just decided that, yeah, you can just use auto-fire. There's no reason to moderate auto-fire. The alternative is to hey guys, so the best way to play this game is to absolutely, oh my god, is to absolutely destroy the ever-living daylights out of your keyboard and your wrists by mashing. Yeah, so The meta in this game is to mash the bejesus out of your shoot button, which is not productive. So we don't encourage that, and we have just allowed auto fire. And we time out these bosses because the stage section afterwards is a little annoying. This stage is actually kind of challenging in its routing. Do you think that stage 3 counts as the one with the most complicated routing? Because 4 is mostly just aimed, right?
Yeah, I'd say stage 4 brings a few issues with like the enemies that go really low on screen and still shoot.
And here we have balls, one of the funniest sections in this game just because of the name balls.
Yes.
Very nicely routed here. Yeah, they bounce around, which is a problem. The balls bounce.
Yeah. And it's one of the stage sections that's like completely carried by like the lunatic revenge bullets. On hard and... oh my god.
Ow.
But anyways, on hard and normal and easy, it's like a complete nothing burger.
And then speaking of balls, we have for a boss, a wall of balls. Ironically, this is debatably the most normal boss in this game as far as gameplay goes if you're used to Windows Touhou. It has kind of well-defined phases. It has Mako that kind of makes sense when you look at it. And yeah, Satyman has reached full power for the first time here on stage 3 out of 5, by the way. There's 5 stages, not 6. Yeah. You reach full power, and another difference here in SoEW is that your character unlocks a perk when they're on full power. The perk for Reimu A and Reimu C is piercing, and the perk for Reimu B is homing. Yes, you have to unlock the homing for your homing shot.
Yeah.
Oh, we had to censor that out, sorry. It was too inappropriate.
It's okay. I hope the stream didn't see that.
Yeah, we saw that. Sorry, we did see that. Well, we should, sorry, too many balls on screen. Yeah, no. Yeah, just hang on the dialogue. Alright.
I agree, that was scary.
Is this a bitrate problem?
Alright.
Wow, that was scary!
Just DC'd again.
George, if you have to lower the bitrate, lower it now, because the background in this stage is a little busy.
Okay, yeah. I've lowered it to 2000. This is great. Okay. All right. Let's try it again. Are we back? Okay, good.
All right, here we go. Stage 4, which starts out with this kind of spam section, also with a lot of aim bullets and revenge, of course. And there's the blobs. How do you say, how useful is the perk here, the piercing perk for Rainbow in this game?
Uh, it helps the most on this stage, like the like adjustable spread shot. You can kind of do cool stuff like, well, if I can line it up, which I'm not. Oh my god, my speed disconnected.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh my. Is this fine, I wonder? Okay.
Alright.
Hey, here's an angel with a laser gun! Ah, that we had to censor that out! The kids will try to imitate this at home, the evil angel with a laser gun. Yes, this is so early in the series that they're angels with guns. Early installment weirdness. Okay, these blobs, they're kind of annoying. They're actually kind of tough. They shoot a lot of stuff. That rhymed.
That one still lived. Why are you
You have to dodge out this grime. You can kind of safe spot the angel by staying on her head a little bit. Of course, you kill her immediately, and she drops a life, right? This is the second one that drops a life?
Yes. The first one just drops a bomb.
Indeed. I usually get to hear it. If you're playing on 1cc, that is another very different thing. In SoEW, you can only carry up to 5 lives, despite the fact this game is actually potentially up to 9 miss maximum, more or less. So, you can only carry up to 5 lives. So if you get here on 1cc pace, you generally get here with max lives, and both items just give you a bomb anyway. And here we have Marissa. Oh my god. No, we don't have Marissa. George, we have to do the screen share. We had to censor Marissa out.
George.
Had to censor Marissa out.
Okay, so what do I do? Just my emulator window? Okay.
Oh no, there's 2 Georges now.
That unfortunately means no input display, but meh.
Don't worry. Don't worry, guys. Georgie boy is working on it.
All right. Okay.
Ooh, okay. All right. Are we back?
Okay.
We are back. Yes. The state media tried to censor Marissa out of the stream, but here she is, like the rebel.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, this is why we had to cut her out, sorry. For crimes like these. Okay,
Yes.
some basic mechanics about this fight. Marissa flies around with a bunch of... Jesus Christ. This is going places. I don't know where we're going, but we're getting there. Oh my god. So here's the way Marissa works. She flies around with these 4 balls. And as she flies around, she has a roster of attacks that she can use with the balls. You cannot damage Marissa until all 4 are destroyed. So that is your goal in this fight, to try to destroy them. Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately
Right.
I lost max power, so that's pretty hard.
Yeah, the best part about max power is that you can actually pierce through Marissa and destroy the balls behind her as well. Makes it a little easier. Anyway, she has a roster of attacks with and without the balls. So the goal here is that you want to destroy the balls during good intervals so you don't get bad overlaps, and so you take very good care of phase transitions over here. Of course, Satyman is taking advantage of some exploit here. There are specific waves where Marissa will try to follow you horizontally. So he's trying to shunt her over to off-screen to get rid of some of the bullets, which makes this fight far more doable. I fight immediately twice at the start because of very bad movement RNG. She went down very fast. And power loss in this game is very nasty.
One of her hardest attacks. That's just great.
Definitely, yeah.
Ooh,
nice.
She's dead.
It was only 2 miss. Power loss in this game can be very nasty because the max power is 80 instead of 128 like it is in all of the other earlier Touhou games. 80, and you'd lose 16 upon death. So that's a lot of power you lose. That does mean one big P fills out a lot more of your bar, though. Okay, here is Mima, a character that all of you might have heard of somewhere. I can't believe it. Mima's being assaulted by a Nazarene mouse cursor. Yeah,
is that on my stream? I
yes.
I'm on the stream.
Nazarene broke the space-time continuum to be here and fight Mima as well. Oh my god. Yeah. There's a lot to explain about Mima, but thankfully we'll be here thrice, so if I miss anything, I can explain next time. Mima is once again, a very strange fight. She has a roster of attacks. She goes through all of them, but the point in which she does the attacks is random every time. Oh my god. Oh my god, this thing is choking like it's running out of gas. It's a little bit hard to keep up with the bitrate problems, but it's alright. Anyway, Mima has, how many phases does she have again? Like 3 or 4 before she does the TLB?
4. This is the last one before the...
Oh, and because Sadie got here on 1cc pace, it does mean he gets to fight Mima through last boss, including the lag, which you can almost not avoid. Ow. Yeah, that was a very hard attack. She has 3 attacks during the TLB phase, and they're all very hard. Even when the game slows down because it's not programmed very well.
What is that?
Oh my god, the speed up right at the very last second. That was 3 miss, dude. I was like
That's
3
great.
miss to
Okay,
the...
yeah, 8 miss. Okay.
Hmm.
And yeah, this is an ending.
Yeah, ending blocker time. Well, GG, well played. That was your Reimu A. 8 miss, no
Yeah.
bomb.
That was pretty terrible compared to like the warm-up I was doing just before this.
Oh, don't worry, it's because there were a lot of interruptions, but hopefully none this time, so you can
Yeah,
only focus on it now.
I blame it on OBS blowing up on me.
Yeah, don't worry, Sati has a lot of time to...
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you have enough time to actually fix these issues as soon as RTF rolls around September, huh? Watch RTF 3!
Yup. Yeah.
Okay, then. Here we are, back at the title screen for Reimu B.
Reimu B, no resets this time if I die in stage 1, I just deal with it.
No more resets. Reimu B is the moderate shot. She has a very moderate speed, which, by the way, we haven't mentioned like it would be obvious, but it isn't obvious because not many people have played this. There's no focus in this game. It's just unfocused. She is the average speed shot, Reimu B. She has a decent range, like okay damage, and of course her max power perk is homing. But we won't see max power for a very good while. She has kind of fallen out of favor. The kind of metagame history of the shots in this game is that Reimu C was not very well favored whatsoever until very recently, until RTF 25, where a lot of development started falling upon her. She was intentionally, by me, massively overbuffed in the score to get people to try her out and find out stuff about her. And in the process, Reimu C slightly became kind of the meta in this game in general. People found out a lot about her, a lot of discoveries, optimized a lot of the trouble out of using Reimu C, and Reimu B kind of started falling out the wayside. She used to be okay, I guess. She's decently manageable, but nowadays there's just not much special about her, and the homing isn't that useful compared to the piercing like it is in a few sections in this game. She does struggle somewhat with Marissa because of, the lack of piercing.
Yeah.
It is, of course, a little bit funny and strange that there are free shots in this game, and there are only 2 perks, piercing and homing. So there are 2 that just share the piercing perk. Alright, we're back here at Rika with no censorship this time. We get to see War in its full glory. War falling under Gensokyo. It's a very short boss fight. The boss fights in this game are usually very short. It's the stages that are kind of long.
Yep.
Oh, I lost. Very well, Sob. Okay, we're back here at stage 2. Again, there's not much to mention compared to last time.
Yeah.
We can, I guess, tell stories about the the metagame development of this game. Of course, this was one of the first LNNs ever done by Nazrin, which is back on the screen. Hi, Nazrin. I mean, she is a mouse. Okay,
yeah,
so
that's my mouse cursor.
Again, we're this was one of the first LNNs ever made, done by our good friend and oldest community member as far as how long he's been around, Myler_STG. Yes, the very own Myler from Korea.
Super Seal.
Yeah, Seal.
He's basically
Myler,
as veteran as he could possibly get.
Definitely, yeah. Myler's been around basically forever. And forever ago,
he played these games when they were new.
In these games.
Yup.
Myler did participate in RTF last year in 2 categories, if I recall correctly, right? He participated in, 3 categories, yes. Actually. Wow.
Well, those 2 matches and some... 2 matches and some showcases, right?
Yeah, he participated in, of course, SoEW Lunatic Survival, where he landed 4th place. I think he got a Rainbow B free miss, which is no small feat to get at his age and in a live event. The first of its kind. First time we featured SoEW Lunatic Survival was RTF last year. He got 4th place on a 4-player match with B-Tick, Satyman, Fox, and Myler.
It was a great moment for the Rainbow C enlightenment.
Yeah. 3 Rainbow C's, 1 Rainbow B. Of course, for people who haven't watched that match, absolutely should, because, of course, the ending is absolute cinema, as you might be able to recall, right?
Oh my
god!
What am I doing?
Oh, yeah, that sets you back some.
Oh well.
Myler also participated in LLS Extra Scoring Showcase. We had to do that last hour, but he rose to the occasion and showed us that LLS Extra Scoring is not for the faint of heart. He barely got a run going. It was also an extremely hard category. Can hardly blame him. Really showed that day.
Yeah.
Really hard.
Hey, I'm also doing that later this marathon.
Yeah. Try to avenge Myler if it's even possible, because wow, that is a rough category.
Yeah.
And of course, something that Myler that was definitely very well known for last RTF was Mystic Square Lunatic Scoring. He really eked that out on the last second there, on the last run. Myler wasn't feeling very well. He really wanted to participate in Mystic Square Lunatic Scoring, but he told me he wasn't feeling well and that he would have to do this async. So he did async credits. We played back his credits during the actual competition itself. Very fierce competition. Oringiri, Zigzag Wolf, and Anna Says Hi. Myler, of course, was again the 4th player. Myler really rose to the occasion there. Right as the reset timer ticked to 0, he managed to snag a very beefy credit with a very good run. Check the VOD out to see the results. What you should definitely see was an absolutely massive run. Congrats to Myler and to everyone who participated. Oringiri Of course, as some of you know, Scarlet Moose is the big champion, the big cheese of RTF. Has won every single survival category he has ever participated. And of course, he was slated to win Mystic Square scoring, Lunatic scoring, until that fateful, you know, that last-ditch credit coming from Myler. Rise the hits reset timer hit 0.
It was absolute cinema.
Yeah. These kind of miracle runs that only happen on stuff like events. That this is what we'll live for. Congratulations, Big Seal.
I died to it again.
Oh my god. Got balled. Oh my god, he will never be balling. Neither would the stream, oh my god. Yeah, it's very hard to ball in this game. I am surrounded by 3 Georges and an Absol.
Yeah, so we're actually not gonna get max power because... Yep, more power system jank. Your max as Reimu B is actually weaker than your yellow power.
Oh my god, imagine having to actually dodge in this game. Yeah, some peculiarities about the dodging system in SoEW. So everything in this game is incredibly fat. Reimu is thick, the bullets are thick, and the movement is chunky. If you try to do a circle, you will get a rectangle. And of course, there aren't any normalized vectors in this game, so if you try to dodge diagonally, you will quite literally fly off the handle. You don't have a focus button, but you basically have a sprint button because of that. Wow, that was scary. And this time around, we actually managed to show the wall of balls, the 5 magic orbs.
Yeah.
What about now, Satyman? Do we want full power for stage 4?
Still no.
Yeah, I figured. This is just a very strange game as far as the balancing for this is concerned.
The homing would be okay for the stage portion, but it would be really bad on Mersa, so I'd rather not.
You have to use the homing shot as a not homing shot. By the way, here's another good one. Here's a claim from the SoEW manual. Of course, you guys played SoEW, you know the manual, right? You read it. According to Zun, this game can produce more bullets on the screen than Dodonpachi can. This game came out the same year as Dodonpachi, the original bullet hell from Cave. It would be really funny. I mean, I don't want to put even more stress on George, but it would be really funny if he just put some Dodonpachi gameplay there on the side to show, more bullets. I wonder which game actually has more bullets. Surely this one does. See, surely Dodonpachi has got nothing on this boss, right? Little angel with a laser gun. Dodonpachi's got nothing on this. Look, oh, there's like 20 bullets on the screen right now. Woo-wee. Whatever will Cave do? Yeah. No wonder the Cave doesn't do bullet hells anymore. And it's just Touhou. Yeah, Cave in absolute shambles. There's nothing left. After this dropped, where the hell was Cave ever gonna go? Hey, look. Do you have to dodge every single bullet on the screen? There's like 100.
Man, I hope I don't die doing this alignment.
Oh yeah, it would be a shame if you died, especially if it was on RTF pace. It's hard doing cutscene lineups in these games because you can move during.
You can't move during them, unlike in Windows. Hey, she's at least played nicer this time.
Yeah, actually managing to drag her to the side. Well, the stars are gigantic.
Okay,
the stars are like.
I shouldn't have spoken.
Holy shit! I think there was just literally no way out. You would just have gotten fat boxed. Oh my god! This wasn't like a starry jinx. The runner jinx themselves. This is a new one. The runner jinx themselves. Oh my god! This is.
Oh
not
no!
Good. This is not good. Oh my god! He's alive. He's alive for how much longer? Oh my god, he's so cracked.
How did I live that? What?
He's so cracked.
That was all skill. Uh-oh.
Oh my god, oh! You guys may not like it, but this is what peak Danmaku looks like. Dodging this very fat character through very gigantic bullets. This is more of a dash shmup than it is a Danmaku game. Holy crap, everything keeps happening. What do you say about the RNG being nice? Oh my god, it keeps doing it.
7 stars?
Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
Okay. Please die, thank you.
Oh my god. No, that was a Marissa for sure. Lady Mima, forgive me. Do you forgive her stream? Do you?
Me personally, no.
Wow. This is why Cave went out of business. This game. Cry in fear. This is why you can't play Dodonpachi on Steam. This is why. Give us S dodge on Steam.
Round 2, Mima.
I heard from Pearl that apparently. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah,
I heard from
this
Pearl
is a bit of a slop run.
that the rights to the old. Okay. Oh, at least you got yellow power at the very end there. Christ, there's so much happening. I heard from Pearl that the rights to the original Dodonpachi games, you know, the ones that aren't on Steam already, they belong to Atlas, which is a slightly roundabout way of saying they belong to Sega. So a complaint to Sega about it. Yeah, failed the misdirect. This is another one of the IPs that Sega is sitting under for no reason instead of using. Oh my god, will this finish now? Yeah,
will this clear?
Very big is this clear now? Yeah, Cave is still in business if you count whatever the hell they're doing nowadays as Cave. But they're not doing shmups anymore much, I think. I mean, they're kind of doing one. They did a Touhou one recently, kinda. I'm getting the hub of those slow.
Okay, I don't think this
oh my god, a very big chance to not survive this now. More likely than not at this point.
Oh my god. Praise the lag. I actually clear. Yeah, I don't know what else. I don't know what else doing on Mima.
Can't wait for the Persona 5 collab with Dodonpachi. If you go up to Sega and ask, yo Sega, yo Atlas, when's Dodonpachi? They're gonna be like, what's Dodonpachi? Huh? Don't know what that is. No idea. Anyway, Reimu C, yeah, Satyman and BTIC should know a thing or two about the mouse on the screen again.
Yeah. It's back. Because I have to hit the reset button.
Nazring really wants to participate on the stream. Yeah, Reimu C, she is the slowest character in the history of the series, unfocused. She is, I believe she is about as slow as Sakuya PCB is when she is focused, more or less. That's the extent of her speed.
Yep.
Yeah, Reimu C is the character that has by far the biggest DPS in this game when you mash with, you know, I mean, there are certain specific power ranges where, you know, you get more power. This game's so weird. Sorry. I'm trying to explain anything about this game. You can be like, actually, there's this other setup that does something else. Because this game can barely be said to work.
Yeah, her slow speed is, I think, the sole thing that made people, how do I say this, disfavor her so much. Because, you know, certain tricks I was doing with Reimu A and B, like the ball section in stage 3 and misdirecting Mima stars, they're pretty fine with Reimu A and B, but you can't do that strat at all with Reimu C. She is literally too slow. So
yeah, Reimu C has to take a lot of different things into consideration, which is why historically it had been considered that her LNN in this game was actually impossible. But thankfully, the dedicated players and participants of the Retro Touhou Festival have proved everyone otherwise. Yes, we have 2 LNNs on Reimu C nowadays, right? And several 1 misses from Fox, right?
yeah.
No, we have Reimu C. Mech Lizard got with who again? Was it Reimu C?
Yeah, it was Reimu C. So now you have 3.
Very fitting of Mech Lizard, the first player to get a cursed LNN like this one.
Yeah. What happened to the first one? It's lost media. Sorry, guy.
We don't ask about the first one.
Yeah. Just never ask about the first one.
And BTIC recently got it again, and it's half lost media because they didn't record the first 2 stages.
Yeah, and for I remember both times that he got LNN, it was like first credit of the session, completely unexpected both times.
Yeah, those are the best.
Yeah, the second time around he was like screen sharing it to the PC98 Touhou server, and I joined in the middle of it and started recording for him just in case.
But BTIC did record it, right? Or was it just you?
He himself wasn't recording it.
So you had to come in and rescue the day.
Yeah.
Crying out loud. We're crying out loud, man. I mean, I remember the day that I was out there job searching, and then while I was out, I think I got back in the car, and then something. I think he BTIC pinged me like, "Oh my god, Femi, I did it!" And then everyone started crowding out of the server like, "What? You got like, Rainbow CL 1C?" And then everyone got so happy, and then I was like, I wrote the announcement and they're like, "Sorry, Femi, I wasn't recording." And then it was like you weren't recording.
And then like everyone crashed out.
It was like, dude, no. Nvidia Shadow Play, do you have it? No, it wasn't turned on. Do we have any footage of this? Do you have any footage of this? The literal first time anyone got this on? And no, sorry, I don't.
We have one frame. We have exactly one frame of the first Rainbow CL, and it was Mima screaming, "I had not expected this." That's amazing.
Damn straight she didn't expect this.
Yeah. Yeah, so what happened was I had to come in and get the second. Oh my god.
Ow.
I had to do it myself like 3 days afterwards.
And then Fox almost got it immediately. I mean, she almost got it the day BTIC got that one, but then, you know, she got into a really massive one miss hell. She got a DKO in the same day, right? The DKO to final, right?
Yeah.
I had to break it to her that I know the game doesn't count the death if you DKO to the final, but we do. Sorry, it's not LNN's one miss. It hurt me more than it probably hurt her to say that, because ow, frames away, literal frames away, single digit amount of frames away from LNN that one. Well, I guess Fox got the last laugh because Fox won this SoEW survival match last year.
Yeah. He was like an absolute monster during that match. He was like farming 2 misses, and I only got 1. 2 miss.
No, we're here with Rainbow C on the second half of stage 3, which is where we're going to start seeing the biggest divergences here with the shot compared to the others, especially as we approach the ball section for the 3rd time today. So how do you deal with the balls as Rainbow C as compared to A and B?
You have to be a little more careful with like shooting and not shooting, so that you don't trap yourself, because you have way less spread compared to A and B. It's way less convenient. I made it look quite easy there, but it took quite a lot of practice to get down. Hey, I finally capped that section. Took me long enough.
Alright, here we go. Time for the balls again.
Hey, here you can finally see Ramusi's insane shot power at work. She completely destroys this boss.
Yeah, he's not firing because this boss works very funny. This boss actually has extremely little health, but they're only vulnerable during very specific times in the fight. It's very strange the way they work, but yeah, they actually barely have any health. This is actually your best phase so far, right?
I think so.
No, let's see what stage 4 has to say about it. Yeah. Okay, stage 4.
Oh, this is not good. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, stage 4 gets a little bit scary because of the narrow range, but it's not really the hardest part of the game. Just have to pay attention more.
Yeah, the stages is really not necessarily easy. Of course, Sadie does make this look very easy. I assume Ramusi is the one you played the most, or what?
Yeah, I play a lot of Ramusi for RTF. You know, the routes never leave me.
Right, yeah. Very good. You got Ramusi. Oh my god. Yeah,
yes.
be very careful because these games don't give you a lot of iframes for actually dying, so you can actually chain die very easily. But this is a very solid pace right now, like 2 miss, I think.
Yeah.
Of course, everything can unravel on Marissa, but do you think that Ramusi with full power is the best Marissa?
Yeah. Well, if I can get full power.
Yeah,
Hold on.
that's a big if. Hopefully, yes.
There we go. Just barely, but I got it.
There we go. Nice. Maximum power. Here she comes. Beautiful. Yeah, we'll see how long he can keep full power for. We obviously hope the entire duration of the boss, but Marissa makes or breaks runs. Yeah, as you can see, Ramusi dispatches the balls very quickly, but
yep.
Marissa's nasty. This is a horrible position. Please don't fire anything from here. This is a very easy attack if you see it coming, but if you don't, this can actually be very awkward with the movement in this game. Of course, Ramusi, because she's so slow, she kind of uses the diagonals to sprint more often than the others. Oh. He overlaps. Oh my god, was horrible. Really low place to do that one. She's so freaking low. She's below the midline of the screen again. Even LNNs of Marissa just always look so completely janky. Yeah, shoving her off screen with success. There's still a little bit
Okay,
of
that
fight
was
left.
3.
There he is. Nice. Marissa LNB with Rainbow C.
Yep. Yeah, so after the Enlightenment, Rainbow C kind of plays like a Magic team in IN. You kind of trade like moderately more difficult stage routes for like really, really good boss performance. Like for me personally, I'd say after the Enlightenment, Rainbow C is better than A. It's kind of funny considering the consensus like only 1 or 2 years ago.
Which is funny because the reason Rainbow C was considered to be actually an impossible LNN is right here. Mima, we'll see that very soon. We will talk about the problem pattern very quickly, and then Sadie, you should probably explain to the audience here. What is it that it was the problem, and how do we solve it?
Yeah, so the pattern she's about to do, turns out you can misdirect it just like that.
Yeah.
But if you try to do the Rainbow A or B strat where you go wide, you just don't have enough movement speed. Oh my god, she's doing this again.
Oh my god, oh! Near miss right
Okay,
there.
at least I lived it that time.
Yeah, it was thought that the Rainbow C had to do a frame and pixel perfect misdirect. It was the consensus as of 2022, which is why it was thought to be basically impossible. I think some Rainbow C Mima LNs had been done, but they were very few and far between. Yes, this is 2 miss space here as we get to the TLB Mima. We start with Meek. 3 attacks, all in sequence. He picks a random one to start out with. This one is really annoying. This, you died just like Fox. Oh my god. Yeah, Fox died on that exact one.
Okay.
Oh, well, that twice. 4 miss.
I kind of fell apart at the end, but hey, that's 4 miss. That's my best run, I think. Because yeah, the previous 2 was 8 miss. Sick.
Congratulations on your free. Oh wow, that was 8, 9, and 4 miss. Oh, 4 miss. That was almost very close to a 2 miss. Congratulations, Sadie. That was a big, meaty run. GG. Nice. Yeah. Thumbs up for him.
Yeah.
Why the app so noises?
Rainbow B was S because I think I'm.
It wasn't. Yeah. Oh, hello everyone. Yeah. Thank you for coming here for the SoEW Free All LNB Showcase. Sadie Man here had a lot of work. He had his work cut out for him. We're glad he just about managed to do it, and with a very good Rainbow C run at the end here. Yeah, as of last year, this would have earned him 20 RTF score. Yeah, how cool. 4 misses an actual RTF legal run, so congratulations on that one.
Yeah.
Very nice. Big challenges here ahead of him, but congratulations. Yeah, we'll see you. Oh no, not this. This. That one. Yeah, this. The kitty. We have the kitty emoji in the RTS server. This. I don't know why I thought it was so funny. This. Not LNN, come on. We wish. We wish, but not LNN.
But hey, stay tuned for
Yes. Stay tuned for the next run. Yeah. LNB free all here from Satyman. Congratulations. Big day for you. Big day. Well, thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you for watching the video game. The first Touhou shmup. And the game that definitely has more bullets than Donpachi does. Definitely has. Yeah,
Okay, you've been real
reading
quiet
definitely has
since
more
this
bullets than
dropped.
Donpachi. What ranking will we get from Zun? What ranking? Wait, we have to see the ranking. Oh my god, look at that score. It's so much score. You can buy so much candy with that much money. Okay, what's our rank, Zun? Give it to us. Give it to us. Beyond Godlike Shrine Maiden, yeah! Super player. Well, thank you for watching, everyone. We'll catch you live on the next run here at TRCM Touhou Replay Community Marathon 2026. Thank you, Sadie, for the run. And thank you, George, for the event.